Hi guys, it's John from Panintelligence. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build a scatter chart. Okay, so let's get started straight away. So I'm on my blank category. I've got an empty chart cell in front of me. I'm going to launch the edit chart screen. First thing I need to do in here is tell the dashboard what type of chart I'm going to build. So I'm going to build a scatter. We also have bubble. They work in exactly the same way, but we'll concentrate on scatter today, because if you can build a scatter, you can quickly switch it to be a bubble chart. So I've clicked on scatter and I've gone back to data. There's 4 things that I need to fill in. And we'll start with the top one, legend. Okay, now I'm going to create a scatter chart that plots the number of sales versus the sales value for my customers, but I want the legend to differentiate between the customer's gender. So in legend, I'm going to put the field gender. I'm going to use the retail connection, and I'm going to get the gender field out. We know that that lives inside the customer's area, so find it in that list and hit gender. So I've added in the legend. This will all become more obvious once the chart's drawn. The next section is this bit called identifier. The easiest way to think of this bit is, how granular do you want this bubble chart to appear? So I want every customer to be a data point. So I need to give the dashboard something that represents every customer. Now in my data set, all my customers have got different names, which is convenient. So I'm going to use the customer name column. Okay, and then the last bit, what measure do I want to see on the x-axis, and what measure do I want to see on the y-axis? So on the x, I want the number of sales. Find number of sales, it lives inside here. There it is. And then on the y-axis, I want the sales value. So there you can see it's now plotted. Each point represents a customer. The color and the shape of the point determines the customer's gender. You see we've got male, female, and corporate. You see all the corporates are down here. X-axis, the number of sales that that customer has made. Y-axis, the sales value. Was it a high purchase? So you can see as we start to drift up here, my data is telling me that the female customers make lots of purchases, and the sales value is sort of sits around here. The majority seems to sit around here, the 30,000 mark. Whereas males, they make less purchases, the majority are down here. Okay, that's what my scatter chart is telling me. If I want to switch that scatter chart to be a bubble, I simply, once I've filled in this section, if I go back to charts and I just click on bubble, I then come back to data, I've got an additional measure, because it's bubble has that ability to size the data point. So these will determine where to plot it, and this one here that's not filled in for the scatter will determine the size of that bubble. So an additional measure. So bubbles, 3 measures, scatters, 2 measures. So we switch it back to a scatter. There we go, it draws it. Let's give our chart a name. So simple scatter example, and we hit save. And there's our scatter chart. It behaves like the other charts. You can click on the legend to temporarily filter it if you wish. So that's how you build scatters and bubbles in the dashboard.